like to call this meeting to order now. Thank you for joining us during our weekly hybrid MLS breakfast meetings. My name is George Chu of Mustard Seed Realty. I am your June program chair. The first thing on order is Pledge of Allegiance, and we have William lead us.
Please stand and look at the flag, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please sit down.
Thank you, William. And next is our time for inspirational quote. Before I start, let's have a little bit of fun. Just imagine all of you are in an airplane, and the captain says, "Open the door, jump outside." Are you gonna jump? No. If now he says, "I'll give you $100," will you jump? I'll give you $10,000, will you jump? I'll give you $1 million, would you jump? Okay, but everybody assume you jump, you will suffer some bad consequences. But everybody jumped into conclusion. You are in a small airplane, you are on the ground. Yeah. So my inspirational quote for you today is, your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. So you need to keep an open mind and keep open options. Okay. Now a little bit about I'm a geek. Yeah. So a little bit more about me. As many of you already know, I've been with this board since '85. Even though I've moved around to different cities, I stayed with this board. But all this time I've been secret agent and have not participated much. And I think early this year I was thinking, hey, I should do something and see what's inside this board. So I joined, and I'm finding a lot of very enthusiastic colleagues, and everybody pitch in and bring different talents. And I don't have any particular person in mind, but I'm learning to see how this machine works here. And not only the members, even affiliates, like David Train, he's helpful, it's actually pitching in and help with the activities. So I think this is a nice family. And although my background, I had a parallel career in aerospace. I was the principal project engineer on the F-18 flight controls and program manager, and also a Six Sigma black belt to solve tough problems. Yeah, so I'm always trying to think, what can I bring to the board with my other professional experience, solving problems, make everything more efficient. And so I'm learning, and I don't want to jump into conclusions myself either. I need to know a little bit more and continue to work with all of you, and we work together to make this a better place for everyone. Right? And a few housekeeping tips. Please mute your cell phones, and all participants who are joining us virtually will be muted upon entry to the MLS breakfast meeting. And if you have any questions or comments, please remember to enter your questions or comments in the chat box. And please remember to join us weekly, as we have our hybrid breakfast meetings every Thursday at 9 a.m. As always, this meeting is being recorded, and it will be available online on your YouTube channels, West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. And please remember to follow WSGVR social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also watch our pre-recorded videos on YouTube, as mentioned, and also save program the text message so you will receive latest updates. And so just text to WSGVR to this number 888-304-4055. And next we have a few quick tips. And we have CRMLS rules and regulations. And yeah, the participant and subscribers filing listings with the MLS should have a written listing agreement with all necessary signatures in their possession. And the AOR/MLS shall have the right to demand a copy of written documentation to verify the adequacy and the information reported to the MLS anytime. And next, our agenda for today consists of our affiliate spotlight, Judy Chow of AAA Capital Investment. And this will be followed by our guest speaker, Mr. David Price, manager of San Gabriel Valley Airport. And just a reminder that to be eligible for today's drawings, you must be a WCVR member. And if you are attending virtually, your name must be displayed to win. No telephone numbers will be accepted. We will have our attendance drawing, WSGVR store gift card drawing, and a 50-50 drawing today. And today's affiliate spotlight will be brought to you by the affiliate committee, Chair Brandon Sobransky and Vice Chair Joseph Nguyen. I think Judy will join us virtually, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, take it away.
Give her a second to unmute.
Gotta unmute. Good morning. Happy to join the association this morning. And my name is Judy Chow, I'm a student officer. I'm gonna catch up since my last spotlight about 2 years ago. So the first slide, no slide, okay. So this is a New Year greeting we have this year for my family. So my family have grown. We have 6 adults and 2 children. The new baby, 1.5, that came after my last spotlight. So 3 of the adults are me, my husband, my second son, we're all loan officer. My husband is commercial loan. The 3 other people, the older son and the 2 daughter-in-law, they're in the medical field. My older son is a doctor at Cedars-Sinai. The second daughter-in-law, she's a nurse. And the first daughter-in-law is a physical therapist. And they're all bilingual, Chinese and English, except for my older daughter-in-law. She speaks Korean. She's a Korean and Chinese. So there's our family Chinese New Year on the right. And the left, the picture is at the Soka University. It's not my house. Some people ask me, it's my house, not my house. It's at the Soka University, the administrative building, and where we contribute money for scholarship. Next. In April, this is the first trip I've taken out since 2 years. I went to Florida for a Buddhist conference, and it's in near Orlando, and was in Fort Lauderdale, actually. Fort Lauderdale in Florida, and it's a beautiful campus. It has alligator if you go into the lake. And we had a study conference. I belong to a Buddhist group for about 50 years, and we have 11 million members in 192 countries and territories. And we chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, happiness and hope. Next. So it's a group conference, it's a group shot. And then our group in March of this year donated $260,000 to the United Nations Refugee Agency for the assistance to Ukraine refugee. So you see on the right. Next. And this is a Ukraine refugee camp. Next. I do art. I had an undergraduate in fine art from UCLA, so I do art from time to time. That's a Chinese New Year drawing I did. Next. I also enjoy gardening. We have lots of fruit. This is from my backyard. We have a loquat, grape. We also have Phelan's community picture. We also have apple, guava, fig, sugarcane, and raspberry. The next, to the left, the picture of me and my father taken in 2010. This is 2 years before his passing. And then, so this year is his 10 years anniversary of his passing. So I wish everyone a great and happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Now we will have our affiliate introductions for today. And we have affiliate presents that please line up in the front. And we will also have virtual affiliates who will be spotted virtually.
Sorry, I'm trying to unmute. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
So are we going to do the virtual first or?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Apologies. Okay. Okay.
First, we have virtually is Unica Wu of Home Warranty of America.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day to all of you. And thank you so much for your support. Just want to wish you all a great morning. And thank you again. Unita Wu from Home Warranty of America, your 13 months home warranty. Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have NG10, First American Title. Oh, she's here. Yeah.
Go ahead. Angie.
Hi guys, good morning. Your live title rep today, Angie Tang, First American Title.
Thank you. And next we do John Wax.
Good morning, everyone. John Wask with Snap NHC for all your NHC tax and environmental needs, coming you live from the Castaways. Wishing you a wonderful and safe Father's Day. Great event yesterday, guys. And thanks for all your business.
Thank you. And now we have Judy Chow of AAA Capital Investments.
Good morning again. So wish everyone a happy Father's Day and great week. And notice my background. We do loan 11 days from opening to closing. It's fast. Okay. Thank you. Have a great week.
Okay, now it's time for our affiliates who are here.
Nancy Chan, lawyer's title. Have a wonderful Father's Day for the fathers out there. My father's in heaven looking down. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Jacqueline Chu from Champion Escrow. Happy Father's Day to all the dads here and on Zoom.
Good morning, everyone. Lucia Tan, representing CARPA, Chinese American Real Estate Professionals Association. Hopefully, all of you will have a great Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Feliz Día de los Padres.
Good morning, everybody, and happy 100th birthday to West End Gable Valley Realtors. My name is James Chen, your good neighbor State Farm agent in the city of Walnut. I'm wishing everyone a happy Father's Day weekend.
Good morning, David Tran with Home Car Home Warranty. Still selling the tickets for 27 years. I never get a promotion, but I'm still looking forward to one. And congratulate for the winner in advance. And I hope that people online can come down and buy a ticket and become the winner also. Good luck.
Thank you. Now it's time to do our open pitching. I think we have one properties to be featured. And the listing is from Steve Sattler of Coldwell Banker George Realty.
Morning, everyone. Steve Sattler with Coldwell Banker George Realty. This is my listing in Los Angeles. It's a triplex, 2 1-bedroom, 1 bath, and 2 bed and 1 bath units. It is in under the Los Angeles Rent Stabilization Ordinance, which means the tenants are in place, and the only way a new owner would be to get the tenants out to the cash for keys program. So anyway, I've had several offers on it, and I'm trying to still sell it. I think the price is definitely negotiable. Sorry? Oh, 3862 North Broadway in Los else. Yeah. So if any of you in your network or connections have investors, most of the offers I've had are from investors, please have them reach out to me. I'll do what I can. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you very much. Now it's time for our main events of the day. We welcome Mr. David Price, manager of San Gabriel Valley Airport. David works for LA County Department of Public Works, and he's managed the San Gabriel Valley Airport in the city of El Monte. David has a total of 8 years of experience in the LA County airport system. Prior to working with LA County, David worked under county's airport management contractors for several years at San Gabriel Valley Airport and Brackett Airport in La Verde. David holds a bachelor's degree from Cal State LA in aviation administration. Now we welcome Mr. David Price. Take it away.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for having me. So as George has stated, my name is Dave Price, and I am the airport manager for San Gabriel Valley Airport. So a little bit of history for what was previously known as El Monte Airport. So San Gabriel Valley Airport was first constructed in 1936 at the Rio Hondo riverbed by Nick Lentine. Now, Mr. Lentine, he started Army Air Corps Cadet Training School back in World War II. During the war, it was closed and only open to military activity. And after the war, he sold it to Mr. Wanamaker. Mr. Wanamaker operated it for a few years after, and
It's not our volume.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, George, can he speak up a little louder? Can he speak up?
Oh, okay. Is it
Oh, I'm
possible
sorry,
you can
yes.
speak a little bit louder?
Sure. Can you hear me better now?
Thank you.
Absolutely. So in 1965, the county entered into a lease with Mr. Wanamaker to prevent the airport from closing. And in 1969, the county of Los Angeles purchased the property for about $3 million, in which they rebuilt the taxiway and runway and brought it up to federally obligated standards in the 70s. So from the 70s to the 90s, LA County Public Works operated and managed their airports, which are a total of 5 in the airport system. And then from the 90s up until just recently, 2021 of August, the airport was contracted out by 2 different airport management companies. So in August of 2021, LA County Public Works did an insourcing so that all 5 county airports were now both owned and operated on a day-to-day basis through the county. Just to kind of give you a little bit of a background on what general aviation is. So San Gabriel Valley Airport is a general aviation airport, and it's part of the federal government's National Plan of Integrated Airport Systems. So this basically includes just all civilian traffic, right? So with the exclusion of commercial airliners, right, or military activity, right? So, we do get calls from time to time. Hey, do you guys offer flights from here to Vegas or from here to Florida? Unfortunately, we don't have any of those commercial airliners coming in and out of here, due to the size of the runway. It is classified as both a regional airport and a reliever airport for larger airports in the vicinity like LAX and like Burbank Airport. What we do is we relieve general aviation traffic off of those airports so that the commercial service airports can focus on airline traffic specifically. Here at San Gabriel Valley Airport, we generally have business and corporate travel, air charter, flight training, personal travel. We also have utility pipeline patrol that operates out of here, aerial surveying and mapping, filming, and among others related to emergency services. So El Monte Police Department does operate in and out of here on a daily basis, which they'll do nighttime patrols to help ground patrol units there. Additionally, just recently, we had that fire up there in Duarte. So we did have some firefighting activity operations come in and out of here as well. So that's used very frequently when we do have fire season, which is unfortunately it seems like it's expanding further and further into the year. So we additionally to that, we do also have medical services that come in and out through the airport, right? So we have medical transports that will fly in and out of here. As in addition to traffic reporting, news and weather reported services. Let's see here. So a little bit of background just on funding for the airport. So our airport here has a economic output here of, let me see here, folks, right around $25 million. That was done due to a economic output study in 2020. It is a federally obligated airport, and the county has recently accepted millions of dollars in grant funding. That is, infrastructure related funding. So just recently we've done a 50-acre pavement rehab rehabilitation here for the ramp. So that's about approximately, I want to say about $10.8 million in FAA funding. And typically what that is the Federal Aviation Administration, they typically have like a 20-year grant assurance obligation that the county is obligated to keep the airport in a safe and operable manner. Let's see here. So generally, the airport here, in terms of feedback from neighbors, what we've noticed is that folks typically see the airport as a gem, right? I don't know if many of you have actually come out here to Anya's Kitchen, right? And, had some breakfast here or, lunch here at the airport, but it's a wonderful location to come and visit the airport and get a great bird's eye view of what the airport here has to offer. It's right there on the patio. Kids have a blast here. I guess it's been mentioned here for Father's Day, right? That it's a pretty cool location here to bring fathers at and watch all the aircraft activity here. It can get pretty busy here on a day-to-day basis. In terms of activities here at the airport, so maybe a lot of you don't know, but the airport's not specifically only for aircraft operations and such, right? We try to reach out to the community, and we try to use it for other events as well, right? So just during the pandemic that had come up here, we've utilized one of our parking spaces as a COVID testing site, right? And that's been there constantly for the past couple of years. Additionally, we have annual open houses here, which will reach out to the public and get people interested in aviation and just kind of open their eyes a little bit in terms of hey, we're not just this giant property over here that's just a noise pollution or giant waste of land, right? We're here, we're part of your community, and we're utilized for not only things just aviation related, but anything really. So just recently, I'll bring up a couple of examples here. We had a cancer fundraising event here for a infant who was diagnosed with leukemia. And the community event coordinator passed by the airport and was able to generate a significant amount of funds for the patient. Additionally, just coming up, just right around the corner, this is an event here and coming up in July, but we'll be having an event that's put on by one of our nonprofit organizations here called Mission Flight. And Mission Flight puts on an event called SOAR, which is it's an event for children with disabilities, and they basically take them on discovery, what's called a discovery flight. So a pilot will get in the aircraft with the child with a disability, and just get them familiar with aviation, right? So put on the headset, taxi down the runway, take a short flight, do some sightseeing, and even give them a short time period of flight control time. If you could just switch over to the last slide there, it's the Fly Neighborly program. So the airport here, I would say probably the biggest issue here surrounding San Gabriel Valley Airport is noise-related issues, right? So we here at the airport, along with our partners and the FAA control tower and our stakeholders, meaning the flight schools and the businesses that operate out of here on a day-to-day basis, we're talking on a weekly basis here in terms of operations that come in and out of the airport, right? So we're very aware that we have some folks here that are sensitive to noise. And so we try to do as much as we can to mitigate noise-related issues, right? So we developed this program here, the Fly Neighborly program, in which we've kind of restricted, what's called a touch and go operation from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's the cutoff time there. And what a touch and go operation is, it makes up the bulk of our operations, right? It makes up the bulk of what happens on a day-to-day basis here at the airport. And that's flight training, right? So in order to earn a pilot certificate, you need to have a certain amount of touch and go operations and flight time. Well, a touch and go operation just means that you're taking off and then you're, in essence, you're making a circle around the airport and landing. So it's that's what a touch and go operation is. And generally what we have our flight schools do is stay within a one mile radius west of the airport, kind of touching base there a little bit in Arcadia and Temple City, and then coming back to the runway area. So it's one of our main issues here that we've been trying to help mitigate here, and generally just educate the public in terms of noise, right? So from time to time we do get folks saying like, hey, it just seems like they're just hobbyists, right? Which is not the case. We do have, like I had mentioned before, we do have law enforcement that come in and out of here, and fire support services. As stated before, the majority of our operations here, they make up the bulk of just training. So they're the folks who are going to go on to the commercial line of work. So they start off here at the general aviation facilities. Real quick, if this would be an enormous help, I think, coming from you folks here at the Realtors Association and helping out the airport here, is just kind of painting the light of the airport as it's not just this giant noise pollution, right? Making folks aware that they are if they are going to be affected by the noise related areas, just make them aware of it. Some folks have different sensitivities to noise than others do. That would be a great help. It was also mentioned as well. I think it's a brilliant idea to, I know it is kind of custom that when somebody purchases a home, you give a gift, right? So, and I think this is a brilliant idea that maybe as a gift, we do have discovery flights here available at the airport, and they're very cool because I don't know if any of you have ever gotten that in one of our aircraft here, but you can take a flight down to the downtown LA skyline, or you can go ahead and fly over the Hollywood sign, or check out the Port of Long Beach, or you can even just get in the aircraft and just kind of get a different perspective on your community from up above, right? So I think that's a brilliant idea to maybe reach out to a few of our flight schools here and just kind of inquire about discovery flights, just to kind of get them more familiar with their community. I think that's a great idea. But anyways, so yeah, that pretty much wraps up my presentation. If you folks have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out.
Thank you very much, David. And from personal experience, I have many friends over there, and I know they have an open display day, usually on the last Sunday of each month, maybe from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.-ish. And it's a good experience to bring your family, kids, to get up close to many of the airplanes over there, and they don't charge, it's free. And there are some very unique airplanes, some of them from World War II era, and you can get a ride in a World War II Navy trainer, a biplane, and that's an open cockpit. And it's wind blows in your face when you're up there, this feeling of you're a bird.
Right.
So it's a little bit different. So it's a very friendly community airport. And yeah, if you have a chance, get to know that place a little bit better. Thank you. So if you have any questions from the audience.
There's a question in the chat.
Yeah, I cannot see it.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess they want to know what's the name of Ania's restaurant over there.
There you go. So it's the name is Ania's Kitchen, and it's open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 to 3. Yeah, I think it's hours is shortened because of COVID, right? Right. They're open from 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yeah. Sometimes I see people booking that place for special events. That is true. In the evenings too. Yeah. That is true. Yes. So if you do have special events, reach out to Flavio's the owner there. So Flavio, very nice family. It's a family-owned restaurant. So Flavio is kind of the event coordinator there, right? So if you do have any kind of special occasions or anything like that, reach out to him. He'll reach out to us, and there is space available there for if you have like a larger event. They've hosted quinceañeras there. They've hosted business meetings there. So very accommodating.
Any other questions? We do a lot of Sunday breakfasts over at Ania's, and they've got great food, great prices, and lots of food. It's a great place. Get the pilot special, my recommendation. David, a question. A lot of people think, as realtors, that land can be used for something better, like sure. Housing. How many times have you been approached, or has the airport been approached to have that land redeveloped for housing?
Here at San Gabriel Valley Airport, it really hasn't been approached. I've heard that conversation as well. But what people don't realize is that once an airport's gone, it's gone. You know, and when there's a natural disaster or you know, a local fire, you know, there's going to be wait time. You know, the wait times on response to fire will increase. I'll give you an example here. So in 1994, there was the Northridge earthquake, right? And you know, when freeway infrastructure failed, they, you know, started utilizing aviation resources. So you know, like I said, once an airport's gone, it's can't replace it, right? So it's a very valuable asset to have in your community as opposed to homes, right? And I could see the argument, right, that folks say, hey, it could be used as something more valuable. But, you know, when you think about it, an airport can be many things, but, you know, it's also an airport, right? So if you have a strip of land, right, it could also be many things, but it can't be an airport, right? So only an airport could be an airport. But yes, we have had that. We have had that come up in the past, but not specifically for San Gabriel Valley Airport. No.
Yeah. So during the big fires in the hills, forest fires, and this airport is used as a airport for water dropping aircraft.
That's correct. Yeah. Yes. So most specifically, right, the majority of our airports, we have four of them that typically will utilize rotor aircraft, water dropping helicopters operations. And one of our airports actually has a U.S. forestry based there at the airport, which they have water dropping tankers operating in and out of them. You know, so they're very important in terms of just response, right? And I've seen that when spot fires kick up real quick, and there is an aerial unit that's close by, they'll tend to that fire very quickly and put it out before it spreads. So, and they've done that. I know County Fire, LA County Fire Department, they strategically place water dropping helicopters in certain locations to, you know, to decrease the response time there. So.
Yeah, so it's almost like an insurance policy. And you buy car insurance, you don't want to crash your car. But hopefully you buy insurance, nothing ever happens. But if you need one, you better have it. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Any other questions? Well, I think if you have questions, you can ask later. But we want to thank you, David, on behalf of West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. Thank you for your very knowledgeable, very comprehensive presentation about this airport.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, let's move on to the next event on the agenda. It's time for our WSGBR drawings. First, we do the attendance drawing. It's open to all WSGR members. And this time, this pot has grown to $550. If we do not get a winner today, another $25 will be added to this pot. And again, it's open to all members, over 3,000 members, right? Are you here? In presence? Oh, okay, so the next part will grow to 575 next week. No response.
Nope.
Next, we have the WSGBR store drawing. Total of 4 winners will be picked, 2 virtually, 2 live. And let's do the, will be $10 gift card from our store.
Oh, Earl.
That's 2. Earl Newson.
Earl is not present.
Okay. Well, let's try again.
Oh,
Green Chow.
yes, she's here.
All right. Yeah,
I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Congratulations.
Thank you. What do I win, by the way?
$10.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Ni Wong.
Yeah, it's like that. Okay. Okay.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Now we do the two. No, two more. From here.
The business card, yes. And you have the certificates right there. The winners.
Patricia Ramirez.
Ah, she's the winner back there. With the white, yeah. Go give me this.
Next winner. Berge.
Oh.
Congratulations to the
William.
winners.
William, did you give him 50-50?
So now we talk about the upcoming education classes. A list of education classes are displayed on your screen. We have the 45-hour DRE license renewal and the continuing education. It's on this Friday, June 17th, from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The cost is $85. And then we have lunch and learn, wrap up your listings in reverse. I think it's using reverse mortgage to generate more listings. And the cost is free. It's June 21st, next Tuesday, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Then we have the CRMLS virtual training, OnSnap Pro app. And next Wednesday, June 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Cost is also free. Then we have the short sale and foreclosure resource certification training. It's on June 28th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a whole day class and the cost is also free. Yeah, attend those trainings, make you more knowledgeable. Knowledge is power. And now the next thing is we're back live. And we have donuts and coffee and join our association. And we have 50-50 drawings every breakfast meeting. And so now it's time for our 50-50. Who's the lucky winner?
Yeah, next minute. So 41. The winner gets 41. And we keep 41.
6, 2, 1, 3, 6, 3, 3, 6. You win? What? How much?
41.
41.
Can you verify the ticket, please?
Yeah.
Verify.
Can you come up here?
41. Thank you.
You is a new member, right? Yeah. Yeah, so congratulations. Thank you. You want to introduce the new member, right? Okay, yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bill Lin. I recently got my license and I joined Pinnacle Group a couple days ago, earlier this week. And thanks for allowing me to join this meeting.
Welcome. Yeah. Okay, please join us next week for our affiliate escrow panel. Yeah, once again, congratulations to WSGR on your 100 years. And thank you everyone for attending. This meeting is adjourned. Oh, don't forget to cast your vote. You should have received the emails. So you cast your vote electronically. So see you next week.